Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to play with Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches Day 1 for Series 18, and this is a sketch and it's designed by Eve at Caldona Papercrafts, and I will have her stuff linked below, and I have chosen some stuff out here. So I have this reflections film thing, die set that I picked out. I bought a couple weeks ago. This chevron-y kind of paper, which is called Holly Jolly from, I think it's Hip Kit Club. And I thought it would work really well. And then I picked out a photo of my oldest a lot of years ago she dyed her hair for us going to Vancouver, Victoria with a Girl Guide group trip that we had planned. So I'm going to cut this down. So I cut 2 inches off of each end so that the white end is there. And then I'm going to cut this down and I'm just going to put this on as a whole block. I could have cut it into a few so that there was the 3 like Eve had, but I am not going to do that. I'm just going to do it this way because I like it this way. So I like the colorfulness. My daughter's very colorful with her makeup and her hair, so I thought it would be fun. And that packaging did not come off very easily, so yeah. I pulled in these 2 colors for cardstock, and I'm going to do 2. It looks like on the sketch, Eve has like a Polaroid as her frame, and I'm going to use this film as my frame. And my picture's a little bigger too, so I'm going to do it in the black because I wanted a little bit of black to ground the page. I thought I kind of needed it with the scalloped border piece I wanted to use too. And then this is a tealy color, which is the color that my daughter colored her hair. Hers is a little darker, but I thought it would work well. So those 2 in and through, and perfect. And then just put this away. And I did, for matting this, it was a little fiddly. And I could have put the photo through the die as well, and that would have made it easier. So this is what I was looking at, like, do I do this? And I decided I just put it away, and that's a lot of work. Would have been totally easier, 100% would have been totally easier. But it would have been different fiddly. So I'm going to put this on, and then I'm going to trim the photo. And I should have just waited till it dried, but I was being impatient because I wanted to get this up today. So, and done. So, yeah. So just cutting it off. Then it's moving, and then it's moving, and yeah. So I'm going to take some washi, and I'm just going to add a little bit of washi in a couple spots to have that frame set nice. And then yeah, fussy, but that's okay. And then this one is going to layer underneath, and it looks like she's got 2 on hers, so that's why I decided 2 for mine. You can see mine takes up a lot more real estate, but that's okay. And then these 2 are going to go on the bottom, and then because of how big this one piece is, I'm going to have to cut some of it off, just because I would like to not have it overlap the tail ends of that banner piece. So I'm just going to tape this on so I get it in the right spot, and I decide to cut this off. Excuse me if you heard that. And so just ruffled up the edge again, and then I pulled out the salvage patina. I thought I was going to use the prize ribbon, but with the frame that I used that's the tealy color, I wanted to tie the tealy color in another spot. So I'm going to do packaging technique. It looks like Eve's got some in a few spots for mixed media around, so I'm going to do that, and not enough to start with, so I'm going to do a little bit more. I think mine takes up a little bit more real estate than hers does, but that's okay. For all of it, it all takes up a little bit more. And then this will work much better now because of how much I cut off. So I'm going to get all of this stuck down. And I didn't even worry about drying that packaging technique ink. So, and then this scalloped border is going to go down, and I've had this piece for a long time, probably 18, 20 years, something like that. Maybe not quite as long, but I do know like probably closer to the 18-year end of things. But yay, getting stash used up. So is blah blah blah. Sorry. Words. Who's playing with Rediscover Your Stashes spending freeze this month? I totally am. I am not going to pick up anything except for the one subscription I have. And we're actually going to do it for all sorts of things in our household for June, which will be fun. Pulling out this Die of the Month set. I'm not getting this from Spellbinders anymore, but it was lovely while I did. I have lots of stuff now. So this one was a Die of the Month. It has some colorful, like color words on it. So I'm going to call this Have a Colorful Day. So I'm just doing the word and the shadow because it comes with the word and the shadow, which is super cute. Put these all back so they don't get lost. And this is super cute. The only thing I don't like about this is it spells color American-wise, but it's an American company. And I'm Canadian, so we spell color with a U. And this one is not, so it is what it is. I'm still going to use it, and I'm still going to have fun with it. But does it bug me a tiny bit? Totally, just a tiny bit. So I'm just going to get this all glued together. This page came together pretty quickly. Even with all the fussing and stuff, it was 40 minutes tops. So this is a quick layout for me. And that was fussing around with my Die of the Month kit, because in a second here, I pull over my puzzle trays, which has a magnet on the top, and it like pulls some of them off, and then I have to find them. But the journaling that I'm doing right now says, colored your hair for our GGC trip to Vancouver, Victoria. And this is where I bring my puzzle thing. Nope, I'm going to do enamel dot things first. So these are enamel hearts. So I'm just going to use these ones up. There is 5 of them on this page, or this sheet that I have left, and all of them get used up. Yay! Super cute. Adds just a little bit. Look at these just to see if there's something else I want to add. And there isn't really. These are 90% of my enamel dots, so I don't really have a lot. And then this I put in my counterfeit kit challenge for this month, and so this could be part of that one. I didn't use any papers out of it, so I'm not going to include it on that, but it could, because I used the embellishments from it. So I'm going to pull 2. The washi sticker that I'm readjusting right now says love this, and then that butterfly, and there's a butterfly at the top. I was just looking to see if there was a more tealy one, but there's not, so I'll use blue, and that's totally okay. And I'm gonna glue this down just because I hadn't glued all of it and it was gaping a little bit, so I want it to be a little more flat. And then this is not straight, so it was like looking odd to me, and then I like actually pulled my T-square and I'm like, wow, is it not straight? So now it is. I don't know why that was really hard to do, but that's okay. And then I'm going to move this down a little bit. So redone 3 times for that, but yeah, it is what it is. That works. And I'm going to add some glue to this border piece because that only sticks okay once and then it doesn't really stick again. So get that glued on. And then here's my puzzle piece. These are like hexagon, they're meant for sorting puzzle pieces. And I wanted a paperclip thing because on Eve's she has a paperclip, so I kind of wanted one, and I knew I had these circly ones in here. And then that's where I pull all my Die of the Month stuff off. So I'm going to attach this, realize that went somewhere, and then I'm going to fix that, but all off screen because you didn't need to see that. And here's some close-ups, and there'll be some still shots to follow. Make sure you check out Eve and some of the other creatives doing Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, and thanks to Christy. I'll have Christy linked below too. And yeah, there'll be some other stuff here coming up, so I'll have a video that you might enjoy, my 30 days of sketches that I've played with before, playlist for myself, and my picture. If you click on it, you can subscribe. Make sure you like if you liked my video. Have yourself a wonderful day.